Joining us on the couch right now is Linda Greeff, who is the manager of the social work team at GVI Oncology, where she provides high-quality psychosocial support and ensures that all patients receive compassionate and respectful care from all staff. She's also the co-founder of the NGO People Living with Cancer. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. So why is World Cancer Day so important, and what's the kind of impact that it's had over the years?
Well, I think the most important thing is to realize that World Cancer Day is an international day. And so South Africa today is actually joining forces with the whole of the world, trying to bring attention to the importance of cancer and the epidemic that it is really in our world. And the Cancer Alliance, which is the alliance that we have formed with many cancer NGOs, 19, have really come together for the first time in South Africa to join forces and to speak in one voice about the importance of cancer, because we feel so strongly that it's still not a national priority in South Africa.
And how big is the cancer problem right now in South Africa?
Well, 1 in 4 people are touched by cancer in South Africa. 100,000 people are diagnosed per year. And that's just a guesstimate, because in South Africa we don't have a proper cancer registry, and therefore we actually don't know how big this problem is.
Wow.
And this is actually also one of the areas that we're lobbying for the National Department of Health and the government to really take this seriously and get a cancer registry up and going, so that we can plan better and really get our services, in line to meet the needs of the people.
Right. And what other challenges are we facing when it comes to helping people who are living with cancer?
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges is that in South Africa, with our population, there's about 10 million people that have access to medical aid and that can get services through that source. The rest of the public are dependent on state hospitals. And the cancer problem is that the whole pathway from the primary healthcare clinics into tertiary hospitals is a very problematic process. And we're really trying to see how can we encourage government to improve service delivery for those people that are really dependent on the state sector. You often hear about state machines being broken or drugs that are not available.
Wow.
In many provinces, the kind of chemotherapy that is available in one province is not available in the other. So there's such a lot of inequity. And that's really what the Cancer Alliance is about. It's about trying to get equitable services for public and private cancer patients in a way that will ensure that patients can survive, like you will hear this afternoon. But if we don't have proper services, people are diagnosed late, and then their chances of survival are very, very small.
Yeah. And how can citizens get involved in cancer advocacy?
Well, I think, first of all, we are actually calling on cancer survivors to speak up about the problems that they have, because if we know what their problems are, we can lobby more specifically. And we're also asking the public to be cancer smart, to understand what the warning signs of cancer are, to break the stigma that there is around cancer, to get involved with cancer NGOs. We're asking donors and corporates to really support cancer NGOs so that we can render these services, which at the moment the government can't do due to financial restraints that there are. So every little bit of help that we can get, no matter what, will really make a huge difference.
And who are the members of the Cancer Alliance?
Well, there's 19 cancer NGOs, and I think the miracle of the Cancer Alliance is that this is the second year that this alliance has been formed. And it's the first time in South Africa that NGOs are not fighting about money and other kinds of things, where we're actually putting our resources together and saying, we are speaking for the people that have no voice. So we are lobbying for the change in getting the registry going, to get a cancer plan going, fighting the inequity that there is, and really trying to make cancer a priority in South Africa. And we can only do that if we stand together. And it's wonderful to see what collaboration does. It changes the whole landscape. And I think it gives hope.
Yeah. You're the co-founder of People Living with Cancer. What is your specific role in the organization?
Well, I'm one of the directors, and my biggest role is to head up the support services. And the support services that we do in People Living with Cancer is we have a toll-free line that's available to the whole of South Africa, actually making help available to the person that has a cell phone in the deepest rural area. So that's the one service. We have an online care service service as well, so
Okay.
people can log on to our website and actually ask for a buddy. And what we do is we train cancer survivors that have come through the cancer experience to be a cancer buddy. And what we do is we link the cancer buddies up with newly diagnosed patients.
Wow.
And that is the most remarkable thing, because I remember when I got diagnosed with ovarian cancer, even though I was a social worker working in the field, I just wanted to see where's somebody that has the same cancer as me that has come through that experience.
Yeah.
And the hope that that brings is remarkable.
Yeah.
And it's not just for breast cancer, it's for all the cancers. And there's nearly 300 different cancers that people can suffer from.
Yeah.
So if you have pancreatic cancer, we have a pancreatic cancer buddy that you can speak to, and
That's
who has had
incredible.
the same
Yeah.
treatment. And when you speak to that person, they give you practical help.
Yeah.
What can I eat? What can I expect? How will the chemo be? What will radiation entail? And that just gives you such hope to challenge the journey that you have to face on your own mostly.
Well, thank you so much, Linda, for sharing us, and congratulations on all your amazing work.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Okay. If you want any more information on how to contact people living with cancer, then be sure to head to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. All the details we posted there. And after the break, Danilo makes us a delicious salt and pepper short rib, and we chat to a representative of the NGO Look Good, Feel Better, that helps restore self-confidence in women living with cancer. We'll be right back on Afternoon Express. How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing, and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.